Duplex this time. Goodness gracious me. It keeps showing that I'm offline. Okay, I see we're now live on Twitch. 5 years later. Dang, son. Alright, we live on Twitch. Okay, let's have a look-see. Are we live on YouTube? YouTube, let us know. Let's see. Ah, we are live on YouTube. Alright, okay. Well, we're back. Finally. Sorry guys, I'm still trying to work out all the kinks in this, but welcome back to part 5 in ARK Basics. Back to basics. Let's see, let's first sort out a little other niggly little things here quickly. So let's just take the fog out, and the cloud, and we're going to just reduce the grass a little bit as well. Alright, okay, welcome back. We are back to the basics. So yesterday we found our base location. Well, we went to our base location, went and checked out a few things, got some crystal and stuff. And then in the background, I did go and went into admin mode to get some parts and stuff, because I don't think it's grand that you guys are going to just see me slapping rocks and trees and picking bushes for all that sort of stuff. And what we did is I placed the foundations down for the base of our build. So that's it over there. So still in decision, do we go modern or do we keep it at the original stone look? So I'm quite keen to give that modern look. There is a mod that you can download for free. It's sort of like modern skins and stuff like that, seamless and stuff like that, and it actually looks pretty cool. So we can have a look at that and see what we can do there. So this is sort of our foundation layout. As you can see on the right, that'll be where we will do all our manufacturing and things like that, and then that will also be where Thames will be and things like that, and how we will do the whole pool thing or whatever we do there. I haven't quite finally decided, but this is our aim. I did add a mod so that these things should not steal from us, because I'm really not in the mood to deal with those guys during my stream. And let's go have a look at this. Let's quickly just go have a quick squiz at this over here. See what's in the drop. Let's see, it's probably nothing fancy. Oh, we got a parasol saddle, nice. Okay, alright, let's grab that. Hey Perry, how you doing guys? How you doing? Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, just remember to like, follow and subscribe, especially on Twitch. Twitch is all new, so this is completely new, fresh channel. I would appreciate it if you liked that and gave us a bit of a follow there, and that'll be fantastic. And whoever else is here that's watching, welcome. Alright, so we started with a... Ooh, for some reason that bird looks so big. I got such a fright now. Okay. Alright, okay, so we have started with our foundation layout. And the plan is that this is some sort of balcony over here. This will be the main base with an entrance coming in over here. And we will then run into the sort of the big breeding area with an opening that goes out towards this water area. We might extend this a little bit and go a little bit bigger. So we've got... because we want to just sort of get a basic structure going. It'll go fairly quick, and then I think our mission is over there to go get ourselves an Argentavis and quickly go trap it. So in these boxes I did place a whole bunch of stuff, so the thing is I might be overweight, but that's fine. So what I tend to do is I normally like to grab the gates and start off with those. So let's just go over here. Alright, so we want to place something over here. So there's sort of like the entrance for the dinos. I was going to do a gate entrance like this. So in order to move this thing, so okay, once you've selected it, you've got so many different options. So when you've got this on here, you got to sort of get the spot where it clicks in. And then if you press Y, you can like circulate which way it's going to face in and face out. And then you can press the RB button, which then allows you to free place. And this is, in this instance, we want it to snap. In that instance, like that. So we want the blue inside with that flat part on the outside, as you can see. That you see that kind of like that kind of. So we could make this an entrance, so that's not too bad. So at least we can come in with our flyers and do our drop-offs. We've got a couple other mods that's on here with the Pokeballs and all that sort of stuff, and storage and how we're going to do it. I think we might actually do a visual storage in this instance. It's quite a thing to set up, and I think we can maybe create a visual storage at the back over here, and then you know, something like that. But I think let's get the basics going. So we've created that. So let's go back into here, and we're going to just pop that back into there. And what I like to do is we're going to grab, I'm also using the ASR mod. I just like ASR. So alright, so what we want to do is, let's see, we can do that. And then what we'll do is we'll make the corners sort of like, you know, glass. So it'll look pretty cool, I think. That corner over there as well. And then we'll create one over there. And there, and there. Okay, so this is sort of, this is where the entrance... which way do we want it to look? Okay, yeah, no, okay, let's actually flip this around and do that. I suppose it's not going to really matter because we're going to actually use some skins over here that'll actually help us create a different look, a very modernized look. I'll show you how that all works. Okay, shall we go for glass over there? Okay, so what we'll do is we'll do that. So I like to work on the perimeters of putting things down. Look, the one part of ARK I enjoy a lot is the actual building. Do we want to do that? Flip that around. And flip that around. So then I kind of like work around and say, okay, where do I actually want the glass or the entrances to go through? So we've got something like, you know, there's this 1, so that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5, that's 6. So I don't think we really got an even spread here. We might have to actually add an additional line going this way to make it even, so we can sort of put something in the middle here. Because if I do this, flick that around, we've got 2 there, and then we end up having 3 there. You see what I mean? So what we want to do is we want to actually, I didn't think of that when I was doing that. So do we want 3? Yeah, I think we want 3. Okay, so what we can do is let's just get our ASR gun. So this is another thing with one of the ASR mods, which is actually quite helpful. Is you get one of these sort of like pickup tools. I just don't know what I actually do with the damn thing now. Did I not pick it up? Oh, there we go. Okay. So we're going to just pop that into there for now, and we will select that. So as you can see, it's got like a blue highlight. So if we go into first person, sorry, third person. Oh wait, let's just first get rid of this damn gun. Sorry guys, a little bit near my car hit. What? Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. Okay, alright, so let's select there. So if you see there, structure settings, the gun is now currently showing structure settings. We'll then press the RB button. See, press and hold the RB button, and then we can select pickup mode, boop, and it shows pickup mode. So just a simple click of the buttons, and that's it. So we deselect that, and we're going to add another row of foundations over there. Have I got the weight? I've got the weight for that. so let's just grab some foundations over here quickly. Let's have a look. Alright, so we wanted to add another row of foundations here quickly. So what's nice with the ASR thing, it allows you to actually stack foundations down. So let's just get this lining up here quickly. So you're able to, normally, did I do that? So I can select. So if you look there, we got that. And we can go higher, lower, and then, oh no, but that's not even an ASR foundation. Funny bunny. Let me show you. Let me find the ASR. Where's my ASR foundations? Oh, there we go. Let's pop the ASR foundations on. Okay. So you got to just remember which ones we're doing. So if we pop these down, we can actually stack on top with ASR. That's what's so nice about ASR. You see there? We can actually stack. We can do half stack. And then there's this weird floating foundation. So if you see floating foundation, you can actually go and literally place it into the water. It'll literally float on the water. That's what's so nice about ASR. Alright. So let's just get our lining up here again. We want to do that, and we want to go there. Alright. So now we've got our setup a bit here. We've got that. We've got 1, 2, 3 spots over here, and we've got 2 over there. Let's pick this up, because we are going to have to adjust this whole pool thing over here. Okay, and B, place that down over there. Grab a Y, and we do that. So now we should have 3, 3, 3 with a space over there. And we will pop that like that. And then we get that. I think that we put the gate. Oh no, here we go. Here's the gate because we did pick it up. Pop that into our hotbar. We grab the gate. Pop that like that. There we go. And let's go to the section over here. So let's just go back into third person. And we're going to keep this section maybe with a bit of a window over here as well. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we'll have a bit of a window. We could split it. So let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do that. It'll just sort of look nice with a column in the middle. See, like that. And then we're going to have glass there and glass. So glass there and some glass over there. Here, and then we've got in the corners, and then we will do something over here that will allow us to make an option. So let's have a look. So let's just get these going out this way. Okay, so this is where do that, do half foundation, boom. See? Another half, so you can actually stack on top. That's what's so nice about ASR. Alright. Okay, so we've got our basic sort of form shape going here, and now let's just finish over here. So we need to decide, we want to have a view going out this way, but we also want to sort of see what's happening in the background. I think we'll give it a similar sort of, we'll give it a similar thing over here. Put one in the middle, and we've got some glass over there. Let's just stack this up to that like that. Go. I generally like, look, 2 high is more than sufficient, but 3 obviously because we want to make it the same height as what the gates are. Okay. No, we don't want you to go up there. Do we need more walls? Yes, we need more walls. Did I make extra walls? ASR walls? I made normal walls, but that doesn't matter. We will just place it there because these are just walls that's going down. Okay. All right. Do that. Pop those up there. That's all 3 high. 3 high there. All right. And then what we're going to actually do across here is we want to create an arch, some sort of like arch thing, and I'll show you just now. So we're not going to create a door gate, it's just literally going to be a walkthrough that comes through here, then we can have a look and see what's cutting. And let's get some height onto this. Alrighty. And 1, 2, 3. So what my idea is for this back section for the dyno area is to actually, it's going to be quite a tall building. So at this level that's up there, we're going to create a platform. It's literally going to be a flat roof, and then we're going to have an angled roof that is open so that we can actually come in above with our flyers and put the flyers on the roof up there. So you'll see what I mean once we get round to that sort of stage. And you can literally, it's a spot where you can go have your flyers in. Look, this is nothing fancy. It'll look better once the skins are on and all that sort of thing. But okay, oh, we've got a Bronto coming this way. Okay, let's quickly pop some gates on here. We don't want this damn Bronto walking all over our base. Okay, and let's grab some of the glass that I made. Put that over here. So I'm going to opt for the ASR glass. There is another version you can use, it's called Dino glass, but let's, and we can actually, what's nice about the ASR is we can actually change the structure variety. So let's just first get the shape in, and we're going to make that solid at the top. We'll work on this, so let's just first go like that. Alrighty, this will stop any dinos walking into our base. And you'll actually have a look, once we use the structure gun to change the things, we can actually change it to frameless and all sorts of different things. And that's what's so nice about ASR, you know, it gives us so many options. I mean, back in the day when I first started playing ARK, we didn't have these sort of mods and stuff like this on console. It was only on PC, and you know, you just felt like, oh, it got a little bit boring, you know, and you had to really get imaginative in your creations. And now with all these mods, we can do so many things. It's absolutely nuts. I mean, it's endless. I mean, to be honest, you know, as much as I like that the creators actually trying to make money from their mods, but I think it's just getting a little bit too much now. There's just all the great mods are behind a paywall, and I understand that's for their work and all that sort of thing. But I mean, you know, ARK, why can't you just come up with some of those sort of things? Add some variety into your game. You know, but I suppose, look, who am I to argue? The guys need to make money if he's creating the mods. It's one way of doing things, but yeah, I don't know. I'm a little different when it comes to that sort of thing. You know, not everyone can go and spend the fortune, and especially here, like in South Africa and stuff like that. You know, the rand-dollar exchange is quite hectic. So to go pay 85 rand for a skin mod or stuff, and there are so many. I mean, you're going to end up spending a damn fortune. Okay, yes, you've paid for it once, you got it for life, but you used to know that that mod's going to be around forever. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So, let me quickly show you. Okay, ASR. So, if I go onto this and I press the RV button, so now I can go to structure mode. Okay? So, I just picked up the damn thing. That was very clever of me. Okay, structure settings. So now if I press the left trigger, I can now change glass style, pattern, opacity, and all that sort of things over there, as you can see. So I can like do that and select that and all that sort of things. You can do so many different selections. And then if I go here, right trigger, it now gives me a whole bunch of other different varieties that we can do. So we can, I tend to like to go for the borderless glass, you can have block hash and all sorts of different look. So I'm going to do waterless glass, if you see here, and then we can actually change the opacity, in other words the way that you can see through the glass. We're not going to worry about that right now. And of course glass, so we're going to say close. As you see, it's there. And now I'm going to press the left trigger, and I want to actually copy it over to everything. So glass style, pattern, opacity, there. We want to copy everything that this piece does. We're going to close, and now I can literally click and change the look of the glass on every bit of glass structure that we put there. And you'll see it'll make sense once we put the skins on to get the look of what we are trying to achieve. You see, I can go and try and press it on any of the other things, it's not going to do anything. It's literally aimed only at the actual glass structures that we're busy with now. There we go. Let's do that. There we go. And that. Okay. So next is we want to actually put the walls on the top to sort of cap it off. It just sort of gives that sort of like finished look. And you'll see when I do the mod skins now. Okay, come on, click into there. I normally do this in third person, so let's just go into third person. There we go. There we go. I am on controller, it's a little bit more wonky with controller than PC for some reason, but we are still able to achieve what we want to do. Pronto, you are going to irritate me. We are going to have to unfortunately get rid of you shortly, because you are just banging around and making noise. Did we go across there? Yes, we did. No, we don't want to go there. There, thank you. I shouldn't be in sprint. Oh, goodness. Okay, select pick up mode. There we go. Take that away. Pop that back on there. Alright. Okay. So now we're back here into the basic structures of that. Oh wait, I still must pop this one down here. Okay, so let's go up there, and we want to go across. I didn't want to do the middle. I think this we're just going to leave also sort of an archway. I haven't decided how we're going to do this yet. Oh, we'll figure something out. And have a look and see what we can do here. Alright, okay, so we've got the sort of the kind of look we're going for right now, and then there's the roofing that's going to go down on here. So let me show you what it's going to look like with the skins on. And because we used ASR, we've got the gates that automatically open and close. So you can actually have a look. It's got a fairly nice look to it. We will trim the edges, but we're not going to do that now, because if we go into the skins, which is in cosmetics, and apply cosmetics, these are some of the mods that I've got going here. So in this section one here, which is the Danny concrete, we're going to click here. We're then going to take that, press and hold A, and we're going to place it in a hotbar. So if I do that, and you see now how it gives that neaten concrete edge. See there? And that's what we want to try and go for. I generally normally build a lot of the standard shapes, but I've decided let's go for that more modernish look. And you'll see I can actually, it won't let me see on the glass, so even if I miss click, it won't let me change the glass. Okay, we're not high enough for some reason here. The only thing with this mod, for some reason, it's not letting me do the gates, but we're going to change that just now by changing the type of concrete with the structure gun. And I'll show you how that all works just now. There we go, and let's pop these here. We are unfortunately gonna have to get rid of you. You are actually annoying me right now. So the quickest way to get rid of this, what level are you? Oh, we've actually got our spyglass that we can do, but let's just quickly get rid of this. Let's just go into enable creative mode. And pop this down over here. This is sort of an admin gun that we get, and I'm going to change to red, and boom, done. Okay, sorry Bronto, you were just really... Okay, there we go. Okay, let's get rid of that. Go back into normal mode. Had to be done. Had to be done. Alright. Oh, wait, we still got some skins that we need to do over here. Alright, so this is sort of the look, that sort of concrete finish look that we're going to go for. So now we can actually select on the floor as well what we want to do and change. But let's see. So let's see what floor we can go for cosmetic wise. So I now go to this version here, which is the modern. And we click on there and we expand that. So there are so many different varieties over here. You can have all the dark marble and things like it. I quite like the dark marble. We can go for a sort of like matte black finish. This is quite fancy. What is this? Is this door skin mod? Okay, these are the door skins. And there's a gate skin. Okay, so let's go modern black marble skin. Okay, let's pop that one down over here and let's just see what it looks like. I forgot the color of this. Okay, so it gives us sort of like black thing. So, cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop this on the outside like this. No, we didn't want that on the wall. We will have to fix that. And we will create a perimeter going around here. Like that. And let's just pop that in the front here like this. Gives you a nice sort of clean look. And then we can change this to a deck. We'll do this to a wooden deck over here. And we can extend this across here as well. Some people say yes, doing the skins will add a bit of lag and stuff like that. But look, it depends on what console you're using. You know, and how you want to go about the whole thing at the end of the day. But I'm on an Xbox Series X. And I tell you what, it's working absolutely fine. So just remember to save on a regular basis in single player. Okay, so we've got those skins there. Let's just get this, replace this one we have back. There we go. And let's go back into the other cosmetics and go over here. And let's quickly try. I haven't tried this gate skin as to yet. Oh, is this the small doors? Okay, so if that's the small doors, do they allow you to do the larger doors? I think I did see something. Manual skin. Door skin. any structures. Alright, let's have a look here. Is it... No, okay, it's still not giving me that option. Okay. So, what we can have a look see, there was a, I think there was a gate skin over here. Let's have a look and see what this gate skin variety gives us. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know if I like that. I might go for the other option where I like to use the bars. So, what's... Oh, but I don't think the bars actually... Oh, wait, let's have a look here. So, Frontier... Okay, it's not giving me that option. Do we like that? Okay, well, let's work on that. We can get round with that and have a look, see what we can do there. Let's just pop this onto the other side quickly. I thought they'd at least give us a different color variation. Let's have a look here. So, is there a different gate variation? No. Okay, so here's the wood one. This wood one looks actually pretty cool. So I'm going to show you what I mean by the wood. It gives a nice decking compared to the one that we get from the Frontier selection. Okay, it's a little bit dark at the moment, but you see it gives it sort of like decking finish. And there we have our decking. I think that looks pretty cool. And we are going to do the same thing over here. Am I sprinting again? Yeah. Okay, let's start sprint. Why won't it... is that because it's not an ASR? Because this is all ASR. Oh my god, okay, we'll have to change those. It only works on certain skins. For some reason. Okay, did I still have the foundations on me? Yeah. But I thought this was ASR. And this is also ASR. Oh, because this was a half. These were quarters. Okay, so, alright, okay. So it doesn't have a skin for the quarter. So we need to... We need the full foundation going in here, but now why? Oh, okay, that's why. We put these at the bottom here. Alright, so let's see how we're gonna do this. Did it give me the option to... Alright. Okay, get rid of that, pop that back up into... You see, this is where I think it gets a little bit itchy-socy. Because now it won't give me the option... Because this is so much deeper. So what if we go quarter here, like that, and then pop this. See there we can add, that actually shows level as well, but okay, that's something a lot more confusing. There we go. Alright, there we go. Okay, we got it. Boom. I get a little confused myself sometimes. Alright. Okay. Right, so now we've got sort of our modern decking look around here. We will work on the detail of this section over here. We might actually just double and make this a little bit wider, which I think is actually not a bad idea, because it's a little too narrow. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Gives us a little bit of a wide area. And then we'll actually put some sort of pillars things up here to give it a sort of a neater look and some sort of edging on the top. And then we want to do something here on this to, instead of just being sort of square angled like that, we'll give it a little bit of architectural look. Let's have a look, see what we can do here. So we have the options of glass. Let's grab that one and pop that up there. What are these? Inverted peak. I've never even. Anyway, whatever. I'm going to do something like that. Change that around. Do something like that. Apply the skin. There we go. Gives us some sort of a different look into what we want to achieve. I really don't like the look of this. Yeah, I don't think I like the look of that. Let's just remove the skin here for now. And so if we go to that, it should, if we press that and we go to structure settings, it's not giving me a structure setting change. I used to be able to change this. Why can't I change this now? Am I using the wrong, or is it CBS structures? Okay, well we'll figure that out. We'll get around to that at a later stage. I can't remember now for some reason. But I don't know if I like this modern, this weird metal marble looking thing. It's another version that we could do it. We can maybe paint it. So let's have a look here at, is it steampunk? So let's just have a look at the steampunk version. Oh, that might work. Okay, well, yeah. Don't know if we want steampunk, but anyway. Let's just give it that kind of look at the moment. Let's see what it looks like over here. Oh, did I do this in white? This was supposed to be marble. Black marble. So, was it this one? I can't remember now. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's not working for me, hey? Not at all. Okay, well, that's a work in progress. We'll worry about the gates, what we can do with that at a later stage. Okay, so what we're going to do is now let's close this all off with the ceiling. And we want to get the ASR version. Did I actually download the ASR version? No, I didn't. Okay, but that's fine. That stone ceiling is going to be a solid piece on the edges anyway. And then we're going to have a little bit of glass that's going to look through as well. So let's just pop all of that back into the storage over there. And what we want to do is we want to bring this... Oh my god, what? Where did that go now? Okay, that's fine. Oh wait, this is the inside. We want this to be sort of a peak. It actually needs to be here. My bad. Because we want the inside area to have sort of like an open roof thing. And then let's do that. Oh, I'm in sprint. That's why I'm battling here. Okay, let's do that. we're gonna go. You're kidding me. You know, to make life a lot easier. There we go. We're gonna just do it like this. It's just for the building, guys. I'm not gonna go sit there and go grind myself for you guys just to see me doing stone and stuff. So we're gonna just pop all of that there like that. And I'm thinking here. We might actually drop the height of all of this and make that all solid. No, but we can't because of the gate. Oh, goodness. The choices and what we need to do. Alright, and then the plan was to actually place glass. So, when we up at the top, we'll be able to actually look down. So upstairs here is where there's actually going to be the aviary, or where the birds are going to land. But you'll see how that all works once we do the angled roof. Okay. Sorry, my dude. Okay, let's just take all of this away for now. Pickup mode. Alright. And then we want to change all of that to the clear glass. So let's see, will it copy this? Structure settings. Copy. Okay, now let's just go there, and we want to go to borderless glass. We don't want to rotate. And then close, and we want to copy the variant. Well, everything that this has to offer us over here. I'll just select all of this. There we go. Close. Boom. Okay. There we go. I just don't find the things with the concrete, you know, with the stone border is going to look nice, you know. So we just get rid of all the stone edges on that. So we've done that one. Alright, and then you see this will all sort of be like a black marble or whatever sort of finish we do up at the top. So I was thinking to actually change that to the wooden decking, because I haven't seen what the wooden decking looks like on the underside yet. So no, it wasn't this one, sorry. It wasn't this variety over here. Okay, so let's just pop that over there. I think I need to be up on the top. Yes, I need to be up. Alright. Can you carry me? Alright, cool, you can. Okay. We will... This is the area on the top where we're going to actually have the birds fly in and be able to land. Let's just save the settings before the game crashes, just in case. Now, why is this looking that way and that's looking that way? We need to change... Oh my goodness, we need to change the direction of these things. It's all facing that direction. This is all facing that. Now you're supposed to also be in a different direction. See, it's supposed to, oh my goodness, they are full done. Oh my god, okay. I am in GCM, so let's just pop back up there. Did I get the direction right now? There we go. Alright, so that's right, that's... I did come poop over here on top of my clean glass, dude. Like, really? Okay, let's pick that up. Pick that one up. There we go. They should all be facing in the same direction now. Right, that looks better. And then what we're going to actually have at the top here is sort of like an angled roof, and then the, you know, our birds will actually be able to fly up into this area that we can park the berries off. But I think this is looking not too bad as a basic thing. Look, I'm going pretty fancy for our first base. But I think it's going to actually look pretty awesome. So what we want to do is we're going to need this there. And it's going to slope off the edge. And we're going to do the same thing over here. And then do I still have some of the walls on me, or did I put the walls away? No, I put the walls away. But what we do want is we actually want some of the glass looking into that. So I think this whole bottom layer will be sort of the see-through glass looking towards that. Okay, so let's see what else we can do here. Do we do that, or do we... Because then you're going to see this all in white. So then that would have to actually be solid. Yeah, that would have to be solid. Those will also have to be solid. But we will change those shortly. And then... And I think that would have to be solid as well. Yeah. Okay, we'll change it as we go along. So those are solid, that's solid, solid, and then these will all be clear glass. Okay, so let's quickly go. We are cheating a little bit here at the moment, but you know, it is what it is. We want to just go through this without the pain of you having to wait and me run around picking up damn rocks and stones the whole time. Okay, so let's just simply replace this with that, replace that. I think that'll look okay. And that's something we can work on. Okay, so let's just go and structure settings, borders glass, close, left trigger, and we want to do the variant. And close. There we go. And then all of this is going to be in the white. Finish. Okay, we'll have to. We'll do that later. have a look. Do we want the square glass like that? I don't know. I don't think so. I want that to change to that. So we can do that and we can do that. There we go. That looks a little bit better. So everything is sort of lined up now. We've got now that sort of look. We'll do that a little bit higher. We'll have to build some sort of scaffolding or use the bird or something like that. Okay, so in this area is where the flies are actually going to fly in. So now we need to create an opening in such a way as for the flies to be able to actually fly in. Do we go glass here? I think we put a clear glass here, and we put a clear glass there, and then we put a solid. Oh, You know, this is the thing with building. You tend to kind of like change things all the time. Okay, in order to get the two things to place on top there, we could do that. Do that. Oh wait, there's another way of doing this. Hang on. So let's just cheat this a little bit. So we're gonna pick up. Take that. Take that. We're gonna pop that there. Now we're going to try and place that to get it to flip. It normally does this. Why is it not doing it now? There was a way. I think I did that. Okay, it's not giving me the option. It's been a while since I tried it. Oh, there we go. That's what we're looking for. Okay, so we're going to find the edge there. Now, we're going to select pickup mode. And we're going to try and find the wall. Speak it's a little. And remove that. Remove that. And remove that. There we go. That's what we wanted. Alright, I think that looks pretty cool. I think we might actually make this solid, but let's decide on that factor when we get to that. I think that looks pretty cool like that. Do we do something similar over here to get that sort of triangular look? I think that's what we should do. So, but then, yeah, okay, so let's just change that. How do we get this again? Oh, there we go. There, look at the edge. Do that. And pick that up. And pick that up. But now, we got to place the glass in there. And then we got to select this gun mode again, and we want to go to structure settings. We want to go to the borderless glass. We want to close, and let's just do that. And because we're only doing two, close glass, close, and pop the white. You see the white's gonna go on the full. Okay, that's not doing what I wanted to do. Why? Oh, because I'm not selecting the piece properly. Why? Why are you giving me this weird option? You let me choose that, but you won't let me choose this. are you doing that? Why are you not giving me the option to change that? So if I pick that up now and I do this, okay, now I'll place that in there. God, this, okay, structure settings, and you know, ARK, sometimes you do the weirdest things, honestly. Alright, okay, we've kind of got that look going, matched over there. Let's see if it's going to give me issues over here. Alright, there we go. So we've got that kind of look over there. And then we want to go borderless over here as well. Borderless, close. And borderless over here. Close. There we go. Alright. And then we're going to have some sort of like pillar finish that will come up to the end, because we do not like these weird bubble things that's happening over here. And we'll sort out the peaks on that over there shortly. Alright. Let's actually just get you out of the way. So the whole idea is that you'll be able to fly in with your flyer like this. So you'll be able to come in here, fly in with your flyer, land and park your flyer over here somewhere or wherever it might be, that we can have a look at that. Alright, so this will be a slightly longer stream today, just to sort of get the basic structure going of what we want to achieve. Alright, so we do not want to go back down into there. We could make an opening here, because we want to get access to the bottom. So do we do a stairwell? I think we do a stairwell from here with like stairs going across and then down the side into the area where we want to be able to work. So let's do this. So we want to do that, and then there'll be stairs going down that way and things like that. Alright, let's go get those pieces quickly. So ASR stone stairs. I think I actually need the ramp mode for that, but let's just, okay, so I'm going to set a stairs there. Set a stairs there. Then we want a flat platform there. Okay, the thing is now, are we going to want to see the stairs coming down through the glass? But we can change the type of stairs that we're going to use here. So just remember, these are stones. We're going to skin it differently. We actually went right past that. So there is a thing we don't want to make these solid. We want them to actually to be able to see them. So I think it is steampunk that actually make a nice set of stairs. If you see like that, it gives you sort of that semi sort of like modern-ish look. We could maybe even change the color of this. So let's see how that looks. We do that, and then we change this to the wood decking, which is again obviously in the wrong direction. That one's also in the wrong direction. Because we want the correct direction. No, okay, we're rotating it completely wrong. Let's just stand this way. Why? Oh, I need to rotate this. Okay. Why are you not rotating the way I want you to rotate? What? Oh, why are you giving me the hassle? Am I doing what? No, 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 no. Come now. Okay, come. Let's. Try that. Ah, there we go. Okay. Oh my god, and I picked up the wrong one. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we wanted it to go, was it there or there? I can't remember. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright. There we go. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. We will get there. Was it looking there? Was it on that wall? No, it's the wall next to it. Okay. So we... Oh my goodness. I'm having a field day here at the moment. Okay, so ceiling, pick that up, do that. There we go. Alright, so we just need to change that to the frontier. Oh no, it wasn't frontier, it was steampunk, my bad. Steampunk, let's go there. And select that. And we will create some sort of finishing edges for the stairs and stuff as we go along. Alright. Okay. How are we looking here? It's not too... Okay, it's nothing fancy for now, but I think it's looking good. I just don't like that. I don't know what to do with the gates yet. I'll have to figure that out. What we do there. Oh, so let's finish the floor here quickly. So let's just go in the cosmetic skins back to this. So we can do a black marble, or we can do, let's see, is this the gold marble finish? I can't remember. Yes, that's the black gold marble finish. So we're going to give a little bit of a white marble finish look inside here. I quite like this marble texture. I think it looks pretty cool. We could go with wooden decking maybe, because this is where the creatures are going. So that's maybe also an option. Black marble and wood. I suppose we've got that look up there. Okay. Let's have a look and see what it looks like. You know, it's always the best way to look at it is when it's completely skinned. So, yeah, we could do that. That doesn't look too bad. Not too sure about the black marble now. But I think this is something we can work with. And I think, you know, just to keep it going, the theme, we'll put it inside here for now. We can always change the skins later on to make it just look that little bit better. But I think that looks pretty cool. It's just these gates, man. I'll figure something out for the gates. Is there actually plant here? Okay, well we'll get rid of that leaf thing later on. All right. Okay, I think we got that. So let's have a look at the roofing structure. So right, roofing. We need those ramps. Okay, I'm gonna definitely. There's the glass, so we want this. Where did I place the ramps? I put ramps here. Okay, well let's just go and find quickly. Like I said, I'm not gonna mess around in getting all the different styles. We could go smooth. Let's just type here ASR. Alright, so we got all the different options here. Ceilings. Okay, so we could use that. I don't know if I want to do the tech sort of finish. Okay, let's see what this will look like. We can actually skin this now that we're in this mode as well. So let's just skin this quickly. Since we are flying in admin mode to finish this, you can do this without flying around. Honestly, it's you just want to fly or you use ladders or something like that. Okay, so we want to. We're going to create an edging on this later on for the more fancier detail. I just want to try and get the look going. The only things, I don't know if the white does half skin, so do we extend over with a full piece or a quarter piece? Will it let us? Oh no, that's on the edge. Oh, this is the curves. Okay, so we actually need the normal one to do that. But I have an idea for that. All right, we'll work on that. So, do we do a white finish roof, which I think looks a bit weird, or let's see what it looks like. It looks like a damn church. And that's not the look we want to go for. So, let's try the wood finish. That's also not working for me. So, there's another option I like to choose, which I quite like the skin from, I think it's Steampunk. See, it gives this sort of look, and we could maybe paint this in a different color. It's not too bad. I think that's something we can work with for now. The only things we want to see how it's going to blend in when we actually use the glass windows opening, so we might still end up going with a smoother finish over here and then extending something to the left and the right. But yeah, I think that's sort of the kind of look we want to maybe go for. Or we can, you know what we do is, let's pop this in white over here on this side and make a decision when we get there. So let's just use the standard thing over here so long, and we want to get one on this side. Do we go one or two? I think we need to go, and we'll leave a panel. Leave a space. Leave a space. And that didn't work out because now there's two there and one there. Okay. Again, we are sitting with an unevenness. Okay, but maybe if we do this, that's two there. That's two there. So if we do that, and then we take these two out like this, and we have 2, 2, 2, 1. You see, we've got two over there. That's what I did wrong. Okay, hang on. So we're going to do that. 1, bring this over to 1 and do that. There we go. There we go. Yeah. We'd eventually figure it out. Okay. Alright. Let's pop that sort of look there. And that is literally going to go all the way up till the last section over there. Not all the way to the top, so we want to actually cap that off. Come on. It's the thing on a controller. It's not as quick as when you're doing it on PC. Also got to get my directions going right. But so there we go, and then these are all solid. We had that there. Oh my god, my aiming is absolute shite today. We'll pick that piece up now. Do that, do that. Do that. I'm not going to show the entire build. I just want to show you, give you an idea what we do, and then I'll finish this off, and then when we get back to the stream again tomorrow, this should all be done, the base shape, that we can then focus on going to get ourselves our Argentavas and stuff like that. But I think that is pretty much the look we were going to go for. I quite like the white. We could maybe break the white up with something in between. Is that making that wood? Or the edge wood? Well, let's see. Let's see how it goes. It's giving me this sort of like church vibes that I'm not quite digging right now. But let's just see what the white we could give this a different color maybe instead of the white. That's also an option. Okay, let's have a look. See what have we got here? We've got matted white skin. Brick is not what we want to go for. Plaster. And if we go here, we've got special skin black. Let's see what this black looks like. I don't know. I've never tried this. And that's not a bad option. That's not too, it almost looks like slate, but not quite, if you know what I mean. Is that something we want to go for? Man, you know, this will almost look better in the wood. I think the wood is the way to go. To be honest, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Oh wait, there is the Frontier version. So let's see what the Frontier version looks like. I can't remember what the Frontier ceiling looked like. Oh my god, that just looks like unfinished. See, but that looks like cheap slated wood. I don't know if we like that. I do not know if we actually like that. What is this? Plank, modern plank. Oh, okay. Oh, that we could work with that. We could, yeah, that's something to work with. Yeah, I think we could. This is something we could definitely work with. Yeah, it's not too bad an idea. And then we're going to create like little lips that go for the edge, but we'll do that just now. So, alright, so structure setting, and we want borderless, and we're going to close that. We're going to now copy the variant. We're almost trying to give sort of like a new modern look to, like, I think it's almost let's say European, I would imagine. It gives you sort of that European vibes, modern European vibe look, you know what I mean? We might make that solid. I think we might have to make that solid. Yeah, I think we might make that a solid look. Okay, alright, but I think you're getting the vibe what we're going to do there. And then for this section here, I want to go with a different angled slope. And I don't know if we're going to be able to get a skin for that. But we will work on that look and see how it goes from there. But I think we are achieving more or less the look we want to do. And we've got the edges, and we'll have some sort of pillars going. Got to figure out what the hell we're going to do here with this damn door thing, because I do not like. I don't think that's. Oh, we could just leave it like that. And I wonder if I can paint this white. Do I have the spray gun? Let's just see here, ASR. Let's just see if it gives us the option. I can't remember if it does. Spray gun, spray gun. I know in ASR there is a spray gun. There it is. Oh my god, did I just go and put the... Okay, that wasn't smart. I'm going to put that over there. Alright, so... which... Oh, there. Okay, so white is normally right at the bottom here. Okay, will this give me the option to spray this the skin white? It's only going to give me the door, which I don't like. I thought it would let us paint the skins a different color. Okay, this is a bit weird. So if we remove that skin, and I think I need to change the variety of this, the type of gate, which will then give me sort of like a flat block, but because it's not going to look nice if I have this in stone and I spray that white. I mean, look how odd that looks. That just... nah. So we need to figure out what we're going to do with the gates. I'll have a look-see and see what we can do with the gates, but this is more or less the idea and the shape we want to go for. And then I think, because up here in this area is sort of like where we'll have sort of like our main bedroom upstairs looking out with another balcony going over the top. And then this is where the flyers will be. With that kind of finish, it looks pretty odd from underneath, but I think we can work with that. So that's we sort of like aiming at. It's sort of like a modern look beachfront, I guess. You know, sort of like beachfront estate. We'll create bigger decking here maybe, add that decking together and see what we can do there. But I think this is what we're aiming for, more or less. We're getting an idea. So if any of you who do watch this and see this, maybe, you know, in the comments, pop us a couple ideas there and see what we can do. But we're going to definitely do some structural finishing with the edgings here to get this sort of like finished edge, and we'll do like a thin pillar or something like that if it'll work and allow us to paint it white. To give that sort of like modern look. Playing with the modern structures it's not that simple. Some people find it simple, but I haven't teased around. And then I think what we'll do is on the edges of these we'll actually put walls on the outside. So what I mean by putting walls is there we go, like that. You'll see, because what it'll do, come on, give me the option to go down. There we go. There we go. You see, it'll finish it off to give that modern edged look. See? Not a bad idea, eh? I think that looks pretty cool. So that gives us sort of like the modern edge look on that like plain window you see in modern houses. And we'll work on the pillar edgings, and then we'll do something on the side here as well. And we're definitely going to figure something out for these gates. I do not like that at all. We'll figure out what we can do there. Maybe if I build it out of metal, and I put like a metal gate there. Okay, let's just have a quick squiz here. Metal gates. Let's just go here. Gates. Because we want to end the stream now, so let's just quickly do the gates thing. What is this? Metal gateway. So let's try that. We definitely don't want to do tech, and we definitely don't want to do wood. I'm not sure if this is the variety one. There is the ASR version. I think it's only CS that gives us the different variety. Okay, let's have a squeeze here. Let's see the difference between the two. Okay, let's just save there again. Alright, so we want to replace this gate. So let's just pick up stone gates and does the ASR give us a different structure setting? No, it doesn't. Okay, so did I put an ASR there? I can't remember if it was an ASR. Ah, there we go. Okay. So, variant, glass, variant, door, light. No. Skin removal? No. And if we paint it white, we would have to do all the regions. Yeah, but you see, now the white doesn't look white. Am I going blind or something? Yeah, hang on. Did I choose white? We'd have to do like an off-white. Silver, wisp, slate. We could maybe, if I do a charcoal. Oh, that looks terrible. Grey. See, the metal just stays metal. The other option is to maybe look at, let me see here, what was the frontier gate like? It's workable. That's workable. Okay, and if I sprayed it white now. Man, there is a way. I must find which gate gives us the modern look. Well, that's a damn sight better than the. I mean, it's got a little bit of metal in there. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think, and I think it's CS. I might have to add the CS mod in order to pop something in there, because now you see, if I want to try and spray that white, it comes out as silver, and it just looks meh. And I don't know if I like now the whole glass structure thing there. I might actually put some glass over here. Yeah, okay, we will. Oh, and it's not ASR now. Did I put the wrong one in? It's supposed to be ASR. Oh well, we'll sort that out. Okay. Well, we've got the sort of basic structure of what we want to do with the base along, more or less, and we'll see with the roof and finish it off from there, guys. I think we're gonna end the stream off here. Um, Yes, it's back to basics, but like I said, we've used skins to make it look not basic. So this is sort of the craziness you can actually do with ARK, which is actually pretty fun. And, you know, with all the new mods and stuff, we can get that sort of like modern look. Or we opt to change all these skins and just go back to the raw deal of how it looks. But then I think that's a little bit boring. You know, we want to like work it up a little bit and change it. We can see what we do with the edges because we don't want this just plain edge on that. We want to give some sort of lip on there, and we just hope that the skin will actually extend it out. If it doesn't, we would have to look at another option, maybe using the steampunk skins on that. But there we go. I think we're gonna end there. So when we come back, I might have changed a few things and that, but we'll have a look at that and see. Let's see what we can do there. But yeah, guys, look. Don't forget to like the stream if you can, and if you have any suggestions, let me know. I don't know why I'm so puzzled with this build. It's such a basic build. I did want to extend them out with sort of like quarter panels as well to make the building look a little bit more bulkier. So we'll have a look. But thanks for watching the stream, and if you have been watching it, but don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. And that'd be great, both on Twitch and YouTube. I stream every day from 10 a.m. in the morning from Monday to Saturday. There might be some of those days where I might be busy, so I'll be on a little bit later, maybe 11 or 12 o'clock. And then that's South African time. Europe time will be 1 hour behind, and then 6 to 7 hours for the States. But yeah, great. Have a wonderful day further, guys, and yeah, we will see you tomorrow. Why does it say start recording last stream? Nah, great. All right, have a good day. Cheerio.